Hello collectors, welcome to a new YouTube video. Today I wanted to show you some things I always take to the Militaria shows, and also a little bit of about researching when you at one of those shows. First of all, I always take a money bag with me. Why? Sadly there are some people that want to steal money at shows. They're not there for the collecting fun, but they're there to get your money. So always take a good bag with you that's tight and secure, so they don't can get your money. I also bring these bags with me. If you buy an item, not everybody has them. We always give them out at our shows, but you can put the medals or cloth insignias or other stuff. You can put them in those bags and they will keep safe in your bag. We also bring always these little folders for photographs or other things, so they will be nicely preserved when you are taking those with you home. And of course, also important, the bag. I always recommend to get a bag with some locks on them. Then when you buy an expensive item like a medal from a few hundred or even thousands of euros, they can't get in your bag to try to steal it. Always some things I always find handy to bring with me are my gloves. Why? There are certain items that the acids from your hand can bite into the materials, like porcelain. The glaze on the porcelain is very brittle, and with the acids from your hands, there can be discoloring over time. So I always bring those for that kind of stuff, or even very expensive metals. I always like to wear them for the protection of the metals. I always bring a scale with me. You think, why a scale? That's because certain metals, if you lay them on the scale, you get a weigh out of how much the metal weighs. And sometimes it can help you determine if it's a good metal or not, because certain metals are made of certain materials and weigh around, let's say, 20 grams. And if you put it on a scale and it's only 10 grams or 15 grams, then it can be that the materials used for it are not the good ones, and it's maybe a fake. So I always use a micro scale in this case. That's something I always bring. I also bring always with me a magnet. The only thing I adjust on the magnet is a little bit of tape over it. So you can't damage a metal or other stuff, but it's a nice one to test, like iron crosses, if the core is magnetic or not. So I always bring that. I always have a flashlight, and it's not because of the normal light, it's because of the UV light. Because if you held it to a paper, you can see it's very purple. That's new material. But if you have something old, like a ribbon or an old photograph or an old armband, it wouldn't light up. If it's a new made one, it mostly lights up. It's not the most the best way to look if an item is good or not, because if an armband has ever been washed over time with modern cleaners, then it will also reflect. So it's always a little bit of an indication to see if an item is good or not, or it has been washed over time. I really like it for repairs. If you have a hat, like a common Wehrmacht officer's hat, and you take a look, you can see if they maybe have stitched some new stitching in to make some repairs. And with the light you can see if they did that or not. And this is my best item I always take with me. It's a magnifying glass, and it's not just a magnifying glass. It has three loops. It has one that zooms a little bit in, one that's some more, and one that's microscopic. I can really see good details of metals with that one. And also the nice thing is it has a light on the top side, on the other side, and it has a built-in UV light. So I always use it for paperwork, armbands and other stuff. So it's one of the most ideal items I have. I will put a link in the description where you can buy these because they are, in my opinion, the best magnifying glasses you can buy out there. I've also have a lot of books, as you can see. I really enjoy reading them and learning lots about different items. I have some books about daggers, mostly metals, headgear, all kind of stuff, because knowledge is power in this hobby. You can't know everything. There are a lot of items, of course, but I always tend to read as much as possible about items and have lots of conversation with other collectors or other dealers if things are good or not. Approximately on a day I get 20 WhatsApp messages if items are not good or not. I always enjoy to research the items for people so I can brighten my knowledge even more. So I highly recommend if you are into the hobby and you want to collect some high valued items, get the books. They're really nice to get about. One of the most expensive books I own from the reference books are like this Party Badge book of Joe Rivet. These are very expensive nowadays. I think the normal copies go for 650 euros at the moment, and that's for a reference book. So yeah, that's a lot of money, but it teaches you everything about the party books. I am very happy that I have the special collector's edition where 30 are from made, signed by Rivet. It's one of the best reference books out there. 650 is a lot of money, but for one of the best written books out there about party badges, it's a must-have. When it comes to researching on military affairs, I always seek opinions of other collectors, other dealers at the show. If I'm not certain about some items, I always look on forums, but always be careful. There are people on forums that give opinions that aren't correct. So keep that in mind. Always look with a distant view from those perspective of other people. Lots of people will agree on an item. Lots of people will disagree on an item. I always say if an item is plausible, it's not certain if it's good or not, just let it go. Search for an item that you can buy with confidence, that everybody says, oh, that's a good item, it's not a fake, and it will make you very happy in the long run. Because if you buy an item that's plausible, it's always a thing when there comes news about it or there's a book written about it and it determines that it's never been good. That way you lose a lot of money. I always recommend to buy items that everybody can say this is a good item. Also, when it comes to medals, I really like the website GermanCombatAwards.com. I will also put a link in description about that website. It's a very nice website with highly skilled people about medals. You can put out there a medal you bought if you want to know for 100% it's good. There's always people on the website that help each other. I also use it on the fairs when I'm searching for some items that I think, oh, what was the purpose of the item, or what are the traits, so I can see if it's good or not. I always have all photographs of all my books on my phone, so I can research the items on my phone really quick. But for the items I don't have books about, I always also are looking on forums, or other things. Also a great tip, what you can do is ask the dealer if you can, if you know the dealer very well. If you can take the item with you and show it to a few other collectors, so you can determine if it's good or not. Also, something you can do is bring a friend that has the knowledge about those items, and ask if they can explain some things about those metals, so you can buy it with more confidence. And if you are walking on a military show and you're not really confident about items, just ask the dealer if they can explain more about the item, how you can see if it's a good, if it's good metal or not, or another item. I know most dealers will love to explain that, and if they have trouble explaining it, just seek more opinions for the item. It doesn't determine the item is bad or not. But it's always handy to ask more opinions about it, and ask the dealer if it's refundable. If you buy it like an Iron Cross first class and you don't know certainly if it's good or not, just ask them if they refund if the cross is determined it's not good, like that. So watch out on the shows, not only for pickpockets but only of course for fakes. Seek help. If you ever see me on a Militaria show, I'm, for most of you guys, sadly only based in the Netherlands. So I do only shows in the Netherlands, because it's very much driving to Germany, Belgium, and all kinds of those shows. If you are ever on a show where I'm at about, you can always bring items. I always will take a look for you. It doesn't matter to me if you don't buy stuff at me. That's something I really love, of course, if you buy stuff at my place. But the most important thing to me is that people don't buy bad items and get discouraged in the hobby, because something I had experienced sadly over the years as a beginner is that I bought some items, and eventually some items weren't good. If you are longer in the hobby, you need, you know, more people give you their opinions about stuff, or even see things in your collection that are not good. And they will point it out, and that hurts, of course, because you have your hard-earned money and you spend it on a hobby you very love, and then you hear that it's not good. That's very discouraging, and even can put some people off the hobby. I know a few guys that bought German items and were tricked a lot, bought very much fakes and not good items, and the discouragement eventually led to quitting the hobby, or German collecting in some cases. Some went to other groups that were not highly faked or less highly faked. And some people really quit the hobby altogether, and I think that's very sad to see. So if you're at the show, you can always ask me about opinions. Always ask your friends about opinions if you're not certain, and make sure that you don't buy fakes. And if you buy a fake, that you can refund your money. So this is everything I wanted to discuss in this video. If you have personal stories or have some extra tips for the community to buy stuff and shows, let us know in the comments. I want to thank you guys very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.